Hi, welcome to Fatigue Happy. My name is Christy, and I'm going to tell you about the things that have helped me in my life to help me not only survive my chronic illness, but also flourish. So, today I'm going to be talking about the effects of guilt and how to maybe kind of avoid them, overcome them, and work with or through them. So why make this video? Well, there's probably some people who are very well adjusted to their life with chronic illness, but I'm not, and caveat, so I do have problems with guilt, but these are the things that I've noticed in my life, and these are the ways that I'm trying to change them, and hopefully this will help you as well. So this is the video for everybody else who doesn't feel as well adjusted to their life with chronic illness and maybe have some feelings of guilt because of it. Let me give you a few scenarios. Mommy, will you play with me? I want to. There's also watching your significant other coming in, groceries on their backs. That's not how my husband does it, but that's kind of how my imagination takes it. Breaking their backs to pick up the slack that you can't take care of. Going through the house and tripping and stumbling over everything that's on the floor because my husband doesn't have time because he is so busy. And dirty dishes and dirty laundry, and there's not a thing you can do about it. That drives me crazy, but it also makes me feel guilty because I know it's my husband that's going to be doing those things. Not being able to work and pitch in with the family finances. That's my favorite. Not having to say no when somebody asks you to help. Hey, can you help us with our Christmas bazaar? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be stuck in my bed having a chronic illness. I really wish I could help though. Have you ever done this? Hey Mom, can you come give me a hand? I need some help today. Hey Mindy. Yeah, I am gonna ask you for some help again. Sorry. Hey, hubby. I kind of am in a bind. Can you give me a help? Hey, friend, can you come over? What do you mean you don't have time? Hey, Mom. Yeah, I know I'm asking again, but I kind of need some help with... Hey, Mom. So, I'm asking for help again. Hey, Mindy, I just wanted to say thank you so much for being willing to help me whenever. And, yeah, I need help again. All of those things. So many calls to so many people all the time. And it's not just your family. You ask, like, you know, you're the neighbors or friends or people you just met. Hey, do you want to help me take my groceries out today? Yeah, it's cute. I found that, yeah, it's actually healthy to have guilt. That's one of the things that helps us to know we need a change in our lives. But I'm not talking about that kind of guilt for this video. This video is talking about the kind of guilt that twists you up inside because you have a chronic illness and there's nothing you can do except for feel guilty. But that's wrong because I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do that might help you. I'm hoping they help you anyway. They've helped me. First of all, I had to recognize that it's okay to take care of myself and make myself a priority sometimes. You gotta let yourself be okay with having to lay in bed and not do anything. I know when I was like, okay, so I'm taking a nap today, and my poor husband has to get up early and go to bed late because of all of the things that he does, and he doesn't get to have a nap, and I feel terrible. And it's really hard to see somebody take care of you and the stress and the time that they have to put in to you, and I feel like such a taker, like a sucker. I'm sucking the life out of my husband, and I don't mean to and I don't want to, but there it is, and so sometimes I feel guilty about that. Recently, I've started to see how I can't just like, you know, chronic fatigue is interesting because you actually sometimes can do things. But on the days that you can do something, you have to ask yourself, is it worth the pain, the migraines, the weak muscles, the dizziness after you do something? So you sit there going, I'm a perfectly capable human being who could probably do this, but I'm choosing not to. And making that choice is really difficult. And I've noticed that if I don't make myself just give myself a line and make it so that I'm not crossing that boundary, I actually wind up helping my family a lot more by doing little things over a great period of time instead of one really big thing and then having 3 days of a recuperation. And like I said, I'm not perfect at this. So my initial instinct is if I feel good, oh my gosh, those dishes are getting done. There's not anything anyone can do or say that's going to stop me from getting those dishes done if I'm feeling really good. But then inevitably I go, why did I do those dishes? Because now I have to sit on the couch for the rest of the day, and maybe playing with my son is not going to happen, and now I feel even worse. So I have to make sure that I know I'm taking care of myself and I'm not pushing myself, and that's really hard, but know that that helps your family and people around you, if you don't have family around you, more than if you were to try to push yourself and cause flare-ups, etc. One of the things that I've noticed is I am really one of my worst critics. I look at myself and I go, I am such a terrible human being. Why am I doing this? But I've noticed that if I put myself in somebody else's shoes, or vice versa, if I were to put my husband in my shoes and look at him with a chronic illness, would I be all judgy and getting on his case? No, I'd probably love him up. I'd probably try to do my best to take care of him, and I would let him know that he is really important to me and to not worry about it, kind of a thing, because I really love him. And I think that's how our family members see us, but we don't see that in ourselves because we have a lot of negative self-talk. So put yourself in someone else's shoes, let them be in your shoes, and see, would you be giving yourself the same criticism if it was someone else? Others' opinions aren't fact. It took me a long time to realize that sometimes you're gonna run into those judgy people who are like, you don't look sick, you look pretty fine to me. I think you're just kind of, if you were to put in a little bit extra effort, get off your butt and do some things, or maybe you're just not seeing the right doctor. Here, I have a doctor that you could talk to. Or you just, you might be sick, but it's better to keep a happy face on because you're dragging us all down, girl. Or you ought to exercise a little bit more. If you eat right, maybe that will help some things in your life. The thing that I've had to realize about these kinds of comments in my life is that there are people who don't understand my situation, maybe who can't understand my situation, and don't have all of the facts, and really don't see my life as a whole, and so they're giving their opinions on things. These opinions are not factual necessarily in your life. Maybe if you do need to eat better, well, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that they know everything, if that makes sense. The one person who knows the things going on in your life, who knows all of the ins and outs of your chronic illness, who know how much you really do want to get better and be able to take your life back over, is you. And so your opinion is the only one that really counts. Now, if you do have some areas in your life that you feel like you're not doing as good, sure, change them, but don't let other people criticize you and then make that part of your guilt stream. I feel like there's more to say about it, but I can't really think of anything right now. But if I do, I might just edit this video and give you more. But this essentially is the details. This is what I've learned. I'm hoping to help you, and we together will make some magic. Yes. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe. I hope to be able to be consistent with my uploadings. I really want to be able to do at least once a week, if not twice. And my most consistent day is probably going to be Saturdays. Please also share this video if you feel like this could help somebody else in your life. And remember, don't just survive your chronic illness, flourish.